What's going on YouTube? Chenzo here, back with another video. In today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to become a better Jett player. Now before we get into the video, I do just want to let you guys know that I've been having some issues with my voice meter, which basically allows my mic to sound a lot better, gets rid of all my background noise. So you guys might hear a little bit of keyboard noises and as well as a little bit of background noise, so I do apologize about that. But besides that, I do hope you guys enjoy the video. If you're new around here, please drop a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like to see next, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Later. Alright, so starting off first, I want to say that I could get into insane detail on different things, but just like my chamber video, it's going to be some tips and I'm going to place them. I'll do beginner stuff more at the beginning, and as we get further and further, I'll give us more advanced. So coming in first is I feel like everybody who plays Jett knows that they should be dashing onto the site, right? As soon as they get there, they dash onto the site. But something I don't see people do at low elos, like I've played with a couple people in Platinum, Diamond even, and they're dashing straight into their smoke, which isn't a bad idea, but you could do so much more. You could throw the smoke, dash, and look at where, like, at an area to get info. Because just doing this, like one little dash forward, it creates the space that you guys need to get onto the site. But like, you could also clear so much stuff with your dash, right? So look over to the side, you clear it. I dashed a little early, but you guys get the, or you could even clear it this way if you're like, whatever you and your team decide how you want to do it is up to you. But it's really important that when you're doing your dash onto the site, use your mouse and look around as you dash, right? So all you're gonna do is do your first dash, look to the side, and get the info. Alrighty, so coming in on my second tip, it's kind of still about entry fragging, but I'll show you guys. So when you're dashing on the site, you kind of have to understand how you want to clear the site. You want to have a plan in your mind on what paths you're going to take. It's almost like running a wide receiver route in football. You're going to want to dash onto the site and then decide how you're going to want to clear it, right? I mean, obviously you want to know how you're going to clear it before you dash onto the site. But the idea is that, say I'm dashing on the site, right? I clear this, my teammates can walk up here, I wait a second on my smoke, and then I can help them. It's all about dashing onto the site, waiting inside your smoke till your teammates start pushing up with you, and you're clearing the site. It's kind of hard to explain all in one tip, but basically the dash is to create the space in order to get onto site, and what that allows is that people have to worry about you and your smoke. And if you don't pop out of your smoke, if you just keep sitting in it, you can even throw down a second smoke if your teammates are struggling to get onto the site. But the goal is that they have to constantly worry about you inside the smoke while your teammates are pushing onto the site. So for example, how I like to entry on B Breeze myself is, what I'll do is I do two things. I'll smoke where I want to do, and like where I want to dash into, and I'll smoke. Sometimes I smoke the cross so my teammates can cross. But if I have a Viper wall and the Viper wall is up, I'll do one smoke. So I smoke it where I want to go, I dash onto the site, I wait a second, throw a second smoke, let my teammates push up, and then I help them clear this. Odds of people playing at broken wall are pretty slim. You should have the Viper wall that goes across like this. So because you have that Viper wall, your goal is going to be at clearing the inside of the site first. So you dash onto the site, you're on the site, and then you clear what needs to be cleared. But it's really important that when you're dashing on the site, you do the two things I've taught you. You look and get info. Obviously, you can only look one way, so choose whichever way you want to get the info, if you want to do it right or left. Also, sitting inside your smoke. Wait, the whole point of dashing onto the site isn't to look cool. It's to create space. And if you're leaving your smoke before your teammates even push out of, like, B main, well then, it's kind of pointless. I mean, if you go off and get everybody and kill them all, then sure, but say they get mollied off or some shit, you gotta wait a minute, like anything, you know, there's so many different possibilities. Just wait, you look at your mini-map, as you see they're finally getting up with you, then you can finally come out. See, I threw the smoke, it blocks over there so I can help clear this, now I can worry about this, and so. Alrighty, so the next step I want to be going over with you guys is just how to use your knives. And basically what I mean by that is a lot of people, at least at lower elos, have told me that they've struggled with getting knife kills and they feel like it's really hard. And to me, it blows my mind because I think the knives are the easiest thing to ever touch this video game. It's all about your mindset. A lot of people worry too much about the headshot, which, you know, don't get me wrong, watching tens or somebody sweet do some cool headshot plays. It's amazing. It's fucking awesome to look at. It looks beautiful. But if I'm being honest, because you can stay moving inside her ultimate and still hit them, body shots are really, really viable. I'm not gonna lie. It's only 3 hits to the body to kill somebody. So you can literally stay moving. You can crouch. Like, you can do whatever, and your fucking shit's gonna go straight. Where someone with a gun, you know, they have to stand still. So you're just gonna be at an advantage. Going for a headshot in general is like what you want to do, right? That's like the objective. But if you just, you know, aren't comfortable hitting the headshots yet with the knives, trust me, body shots are just as viable. It's not worth going for headshots missing on your knives when you could have just spammed the body and got a free kill out of it. So when you're a Jett player, it's all about creating space, right? You're the duelist and you have the abilities to create that space. Other characters, Viper, Sova, they're good characters. They're really good support characters in a sense, but they don't give you that same kind of freedom. We all know Jett's the most overpowered character in the game, without a doubt, like just off of her ability. You'll see people like Cloud9 Leaf, for example, take the game into his own hands. And what I mean by that is, rather than just sitting back playing passive as a Jett, right? Why would you do that? Obviously, sometimes you want to change it up. Sometimes it's a good idea, but you see a lot of kids who play Jett and don't want to put the game into their own hands. Now, obviously, sometimes it's throwing the game. You don't want to throw your games and just throw your elo. But at the same time, you are the man who's supposed to be making the plays. If things aren't working out, your teammates can't control sites, you're the guy who's supposed to come up big here. So plays I like to do, for example, is on CT side. On B, I like to push into elbow. Elbow is one of my favorite areas to take control of as Jett. You can get nice and close, get a kill, dash out. It's really nice. So how I like to play it is I like to get close. Once I get my kill, I dash away, I'm out. It definitely is possible to get traded, but that's why I usually double smoke. It's a good play if you know how to like pull off, like getting out, correct? Just because Jett's movements abilities. Something I feel like I've noticed is a lot of people struggle with dashing, and my opinion is if you can't hit E to dash like all the time, like, you know, correctly, some people just can't get that like down. They can't get like hitting D and E at the same time. Then I recommend changing your E to a mouse button. I don't do that just because I don't think I need it. So I'm going to show you guys another example on how I will take space throughout the map and create space for my team. You don't always have to be dashing on the site, but her smokes are really good, right? Because if you're playing right, you're gonna have a Viper, most likely. Your Viper is gonna throw up her Viper wall that goes across like this. So the only possibilities are that people are playing here, they're playing here, back here, or like right behind. If you use your abilities, right? So normally, right, if you're in a high elo game, your Sova throws a dart up top, like right about here. The wall's up, so usually if there is a guy here, he'll get scanned. So I wait to see if anybody gets scanned right there, or if it gets shot where it's from. As that happens, if somebody isn't back there, I'm gonna assume somebody's close, 100% almost. Like if nobody got scanned or shot it from over there, I'm gonna assume someone's like somewhere close. What I would do is smoke like because your Viper wall would theoretically be up, and I would just smoke one of the sides and clear the other side. So you could smoke like this and clear, and then you save your other smoke in case you wanted to dash. Still, dashing on site is still a good option, but sometimes like on this site, I don't think, you know, like if I'm gonna dash in, I'm doing it like this maybe, or I'm dashing onto like this box. I'm not exactly dashing onto the site. I'm more so like doing this and then hiding inside. You know, I would be the person to clear this out for my team, like, you know what I mean, because if somebody is playing here. So those are your two options you have. Use your smokes for cover for yourself so you can clear the angle yourself, or if you want to clear it with your team, you could dash onto the site to wherever you need to go to. I can't stress enough how important it is that if you're playing the Jett on your team and you're not the first person out on site almost every round, I can't explain how much you're trolling. Like, unless you're really just playing for stats for whatever reason and you're not trying to win, you should never be doing that. In any situation you're trying to win, Jett is the most overpowered entry fragger in the game. I don't think that'll ever change. But those are my tips on how to entry frag. I try to keep it a little bit shorter, sweet and simple, kind of like the chamber video, so that you guys like it. I could bring more in-depth videos for more advanced players, but I thought as of right now it would be a little bit better to cater to more so and bring tips that I think could help a wide variety of players, not just high-level immortal or whatever kind of players. I do really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you guys did enjoy it, please drop a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace. お前はもう